Hey guys, welcome. Wow, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're gonna use the BH Cosmetics. It's the Miss Claus, Santa's Daughter is Here to Slay, the Lit List. Now last year I used BH Cosmetics holiday Christmas palette that they came out with, and then this is this year's palette. And it says, you're the ho-ho hottest. I don't know if I'm gonna be a ho-ho hot, but sure. Also gonna talk about an elephant that is in the room. I don't know if you've noticed. I started orthodontic treatment and I currently have clear aligners on my bottom teeth. Gonna try to straighten these puppies out. And I also have this thing called it's called an emotional audience. I don't know if you're able to see. What's up guys, we're getting up and close and personal here, but I also have rubber bands on, so this is what it is. I want these bad boys to move as fast as possible so I can get out of this treatment, and so the bands are on. Not ideal, but it is what it is. This is actually day 2 and I haven't been, everybody's like, oh my gosh, you're gonna be so sore. I really have not been that sore. I'm a little tender. Mainly it's just like my cheeks, the inside of my cheeks are a little sore from the bands and from the hook right here from the bands, and a little for the hook on the back here too. So a little tender like throughout my jaw and everything, but that is about it. I'm gonna have to turn my watch on silent apparently too, because leave me alone. Busy, booked and busy, okay? I'm sure most of you have seen this, but I'm not exactly sure how you say her name. MAKEUPBYALLIEANN. She did this gorgeous look. This is the look. So I'm going to try my best to kind of use this as inspo. I'm not gonna exactly copy it because we just did a green holiday look. I want to incorporate red as well, so we're going to kind of switch it up but use this as our inspo. So I'm gonna start off with the Jouer Cosmetics Clean Canvas. I am using the color Fair, and I'm just gonna take this little kabuki brush. I've had this for years. I wish I could link it for you. I got it on Amazon. I did search for it and I cannot find it, so I'll see if I can eventually find a similar one. I'm just gonna lay this down for my primer. So I'm gonna start out with this shade here called Not So Nice, and I'm gonna start working that in as a transition shade. I'm gonna take that on my Rephr 27 brush and just start laying down some color. Then I'm gonna grab my Rephr 01 brush. I'm gonna grab Spiked Coca. I'm gonna take the Rose & Ben Beauty E28 brush. I'm gonna start laying this down kind of in this upper crease area because I want to create that nice sharp wing that she has. So I'm kind of going in this like straight motion, pressing and tapping that in and dragging it into this area because I'll clean this up after, but I want it to be nice and sharp and have that pigment laid down. I'm also going to take it in kind of this wing area and meet it onto the lid. So when I watched her tutorial, she actually had like lots of pigment right here, like outer half, because she cuts the crease. Gonna look sloppy until it's done. Now I'm gonna take the Rephr 01 brush and I'm going to grab Ginger Snap and I'm just going to tap that right into this outer kind of V area to really deepen it up and give it a little more dimension. And again, kind of drag it out in this area. Now I'm gonna take the Rose and Ben E27 brush, and I'm gonna grab this color called the Grinch. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see, but I kind of laid that green pigment just on one side of the brush. And then I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna start building up the green here on this inner like half of my transition area and blend it into the brown. I'm gonna clean up underneath, of course, and I'm gonna go back and forth and kind of tap and press that in so it has a nice little blend to it. Now I'm just grabbing that big fluffy brush I went in with before, kind of going along the edge of that. Now I want to have a little bit of shimmer up in that area just for fun. I'm gonna grab Mistletoe, and I'm gonna use the same Rose and Ben E27 brush, and I'm just gonna kind of tap and place that right on top of that green. It's not really gonna add like a ton of pigment. It's more just like a really pretty shimmer. Like, I feel like this like goes up so high, but when I look at her picture, it really, I feel like I'm pretty on point. I want to grab Tinsel here. It's the light minty green shimmer, again on the same E27, and just right above that, give it another kiss of color, because she like almost goes up and into her brow with where she places this, which is so out of my comfort zone. Now I'm gonna take my P. Louise base. I'm in the color 0.5. Now I'm gonna take some on this little petri dish. I'm gonna take the Morphe M705, and I'm gonna cut the crease. I almost feel like Makeup by Alina's looks, she's kind of known for doing big and extravagant, almost, I don't want to say cartoon-ish, but like they're so big and animated that it almost comes across that way. I feel like I need a little more brown now in this area. So I'm gonna go back in with the Rose and Ben E28 and Spiked Coca and just drag it out from that line. Again, to build up that kind of wing area and go over this base. And I want to make this green line here even more sharp because hers is very sharp. So I'm gonna go back in with the Grinch, and I'm gonna grab this Rephr 23 brush. It's just a little itty bitty detail brush. Please ignore my chapped hands. It is so dry here right now because we got like blizzard storms and all the heat's kicked on, and it doesn't matter how much lotion I use, how much I run the humidifier, nothing is bringing my hands back to life. Okay, and I'm just gonna take this and run it right along the top of that cut crease just to give it a little extra. I'm glad I added that shimmer in though. I really like the effect that that is given. So now I'm done with that. Just gonna kind of iron out these little creases here because I didn't go in fast enough with my eyeshadow shade. I'm gonna grab this Morphe 522 eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna grab this color here called Bubbly, and I'm going to start setting that down onto the lid here. It has a little bit of a sheen. Going back in with that Rose and Ben E28, just kind of smoothing out those edges. And don't worry if this is like looking a little splotchy. I'm going to clean it up. I really want to kind of deepen this up just a little bit, but there's no like true deep dark brown. So I'm going to take a little bit of ginger snapped and mix it with blackout. And I'm going to take that on my Rephr 12 brush. And I'm just going to start tapping that down here, kind of the outer V area, and build it up here. So I definitely don't want it to be black because she does not have black. Going back in with the Rose and Ben E28 and just tapping right on top of all of that. I just feel like there's like one eye that looks better. This one. But I think when I go in and I clean it up, it'll fix it. I'm going to take the Beauty Creations eye primer. It's in the color Rockstar. It's the red one because we're gonna do a red wing. I'm gonna take this on my M443 and I'm going to lay this down. It's a nice big fat red wing. I'm gonna grab this Morphe M326, and I think there's two red colors. There's Wino, I think, and Velvet. Velvet's a little bit brighter, so I'm gonna go on with Velvet and start with that. And I'm just gonna use that to tap right on top to set it in place. Because sometimes if you don't get right on these kind of primers, they can start to split. Or not split, but they can crease. I just got this glitter primer from Beauty Creations. Not ever used it. I'm gonna take this JH47 and I'm gonna just tap and lay that down right on top of that red liner that we created. The reason why I didn't just go straight in with this is because I want something for, well, I want there to be pigment underneath the glitter flecks. Just gonna take this little angled brush here. It's a Morphe R45 and I'm gonna go in with Rudolph. And I'm doing one eye at a time because I don't want that glue to kind of like, or that primer to dry up on me. Not bad. So this is where we're at. I want to kind of clean up this area. I'm gonna take my little makeup remover, get my Lancome. I kind of clean up right here where that green kind of went down too far, and clean up any of that glitter that fell off, and then clean up this wing. So now that that is all on, I'm gonna go ahead and finish my face makeup and I will be right back. Huh? Yeah. So my face makeup is now done. I want to, number one, kind of clean up this area first. I'm gonna take the Rose & Ben C31 and I'm gonna grab my Huda Beauty stick foundation. Just gonna grab, just touch it. I'm gonna kind of get the excess off on the back of my hand, and then I'm gonna go right on top of all of that blend. And you can see how seamless this one is compared to this one. And I'm just gonna take it down kind of like in this inner corner area. I'm gonna go back into the palette and I'm gonna take a mixture of Spiked Coca and Ginger Snap, because she has this area very smoky with the neutral colors. So I'm just gonna do the same. Just gonna buff this out, and you can see I kind of left the wing a little further down for this exact purpose, and that was on a Rephr 03 brush. Now I'm going in with my Rephr 29, and I'm gonna grab Blackout. Again, I don't want it to be black, but I just want to add some dimension. Just gonna tap that down on the outer third of that lash line. I'm gonna go back in with the 29 brush, or I'm sorry, the number 3 brush, and just kind of run that underneath that Blackout. Now I'm gonna grab a Rephr 13 and I'm gonna grab a little bit of Not So Nice, and I'm just gonna kiss that right underneath all of that work so it gives it a nice smoky blend. I'm gonna take this E26 brush and I'm gonna grab the shimmery white shade called Frozen, and I'm gonna take that just right onto the inner corner. Oof. Boy, that is bright and I love it. Again, taking it in a C shape and kind of going right underneath that green, and then I'm going to take a tiny bit and place it right at the high point at the brow bone. I'm going to grab my Nabla Magic Pencil in the color Light Nude, and I'm going to run that on my waterline. I'm going to go ahead and apply my lashes. I'm going to do mascara and lashes. So I used white eyelash glue, which drives me crazy because it takes forever to dry. I'm going to line my lips. I was watching Amanda Enzing and she put out a reel where she talked about like a red lip tip where she lines it with brown and then goes over it with the red. I don't really have like a brown liner though, is the only thing. I'm gonna take this Morphe lip liner. It's in the color Clingy. she kind of filled in her lips with the red lipstick as well, or with the brown lip liner. And I have two Pat McGrath red lips that I bought. I'm trying to decide, this one's a little brighter. It's a brighter red, so that's what I'm gonna try. It's in the color Forbidden Love. Well, Amanda Enzing knows what she's talking about, because that's probably like the most flawless red lip I've ever done with like no touch-ups right away. Okay guys, so that is it for this fun and super festive look using the BH Cosmetics Miss Claus the Litless palette. I think it's so just fun, festive to do a look like this right at Christmas time. I always like to do super glam looks, right? But I think it's fun to mix it up and at Christmas do something super festive and fun. This is definitely something unlike anything I've ever done and out of my comfort zone, but I really am enjoying how it turned out. The red glitter liner is just like so fun, and then the green on the inner corner at the crease, totally different than anything ever that I've done, and it totally matches my little wreath earrings here that I got from my Rocks box set. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, go ahead and give it a big ol' thumbs up. Leave any comments, requests, questions, anything down below. I'd love to talk to you guys. Welcome to my orthodontic journey. I don't even know if that's showing up on camera. Now I can't grab my lip and pull it to the side because I'll mess up my lipstick. My lippick. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, give it a big ol' thumbs up. Leave any comments, requests, questions, anything down below. I'd love to talk to you guys. Go ahead and subscribe. If you're new, hit the notification bell right there. Join the Allie Ann clan, the AAC, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.